I'm got into stand-up comedy because I wanted to be a voice actor. That's kind of what my ultimate dream is, and so I just kind of looked at most voice actors started out in comedy. So I was like, okay, so it's not because I was funny, because I'm not funny. It's an art form and it's a lot of fun. I'm also been a musician and some talents and stuff like that. Because I've always been on stage. So I just kind of looked into it and went with it. And I've been doing it about 8 years. And yeah, it's terrible. The first time it's all about nerves and energy. And it's definitely, you're so nervous the first time. Like I remember like holding a microphone and it just shaking like in my hand. But the first time, yeah, it was fun. I mean, I guess I got it out of my system. And then I was like, I can do this. So. When I was a kid, I had a real early Bill Cosby album that I would listen to all the time. I can't remember which one, but it was one of his really early ones. And then I was into Howie Mandel as a kid, and Steve Martin. You know, I was for some reason allowed to watch Saturday Night Live when I was a child. So I just kind of grew up doing that, and then didn't really. It took me a while to realize that you can just get on stage and do it, you know, and you see people, I think some of my other favorites too are Mitch Hedberg, Stephen Wright, another one that I like the one-liners. I can't write like that, but I love the stuff that they do. I grew up watching Saturday Night Live, and then, you know, Saturday Night Live is some seasons are better than others. This season is pretty good. I think it's season 43. Yeah, I'm actually the same age as Saturday Night Live, so I'm into animation. I love. I'm really like again, my dream is to be a voice actor. So I like Rick and Morty and Family Guy, Simpsons, anything. Seth MacFarlane, I think, is genius. He does all the different voices for all the characters and stuff. And another one of my favorite shows is Regular Show. I think it's a little underrated if people don't know. But again, when I look at something like that, I see the creator and how they create and get involved and do it. So those kinds of things, yeah. Just silly cartoons, Aqua Teen Hunger Force and Robot Chicken and stuff like that. So South Park. One of my favorite comedy films actually would be Super Troopers. The guys that put that together, the Broken Lizard crew, you get inspired by a group of guys that can get together and just write something completely silly. Jim Jeffries, I think, just to hang out with him and just he's just, I don't know, he's pretty funny. Tosh, Daniel Tosh, Jim Jeffries, maybe Louis Black. I know a lot of people like his type of comedy, but I think he's pretty smart about it. Let's see, Conan, and one more. I don't know, Sarah Silverman. In comedy, being a writer is the first thing you are. I mean, you got to literally write a sketch and then memorize it. You write a script, memorize it, and then you go and perform it. And that's why comedians are so sought after as actors. You know, and they're good about. You know, and one of the secrets people don't know is that same jokes. It's the same jokes every time you tell them. You know, so it's about that script thing. If I would, I've been thinking about doing improv. But I'm really not that good at it. I know that I'm not. I play guitar. I've thought about musical comedy or adding some music to my act, but again, it's a whole nother set of writing skills. You know, you saw Romaine Charles. He's really good at the musical writing stuff. So. Hopefully I get everything worked together and I move to LA and then I start voice acting. and then doing stand-up comedy in the clubs on the side, just to keep fresh and just to have fun and make money. I've got a couple of YouTube videos. You just search Tracy Suto, S-U-T-O. And I'm on Facebook. I cracked 1,000 Facebook friends this year, and I was like, cool, I leveled up. Just to feel better about themselves. A lot of times comedians are the ones that get up there and say what everybody else is thinking. And that's kind of what elicits laughter, when it's a sense of relief, like, oh, I think that way too. I'm 43 years old, can't stop masturbating. Oh, phew, neither can I, So when you get that just sense of relief, and then you just kind of leave with a good feeling that we're all just people, and we all do the same shit. So. Hi, I'm Tracy Suto, stand-up comic in Jacksonville, Florida. You can check me out on cutiebite.com.